This is so disgusting. Meep. Oh! Hey folks, welcome back to the garage. I think I mentioned this in some prior videos, but I'm having like a crisis of space in my house. I'm running out of room. So I have to start putting stuff back on here, and I think I was going to start with maybe putting the bumper supports back in. I want to get these headers put back on, and just tie up some of the loose ends that maybe get the steering shafts back in. Looks like there's a little bit of leakage over here. Great. All right, so we'll resolve this leakage. Yeah, so we'll just start doing some random reinstallation of stuff. Might do some resto along with this. Hopefully, when this segment of videos is done, the car will look more like a car. Let's just get started. I've got my steering front bumper bolts. I've actually also been holding off from putting these on because I didn't want to like hit myself while walking past, but I didn't get a chance to clean these bolts up. But look at the look at this one. It's like concave. They don't look that bad though. Maybe I'll just wipe them down real quick. Alright, the pump isn't working on that anymore. Most of the skizzit off of it. Need a stiffer bristle brush for this. I'm not that tall, so I can't imagine somebody tall trying to use this thing. It's pretty low. Let's dry these off, take them to the bench, and try to clean them up a little bit. And there's some crap in here. Just want to try to dig out. This one too. It might be fine though. Should we hit these with a little paint? All right, this can be a little crazy, but I want to do this for a specific reason. While these are drying, I'm gonna go look for the rear bumper bolts. Okay, also found my rear bumper bolts. These actually look like they're in great condition, so I won't have to do anything to these. How are these in such good condition? All right, so it looks like from my old footage here, these go facing downwards like that. And then these, the center dot is closer to the top. So let's try to get those back installed. Oh, that worked a treat. Put a little orange thread locker on the side of the threads. Why am I using this? No! Are you serious? Oh, that's why I wasn't using this. Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. Look at that. Broke right off. There's no coming back from this. I'm gonna have to buy more of these speed clips. Or I can get a nut to put on the back of this. That's not cool. Shit. Alright, I don't think I have the right size nut to connect to the back of this, but it looks like this is 1/2 13 course, or 1/2 13 course would work for this. So I'm gonna have to order nuts for that. This is why you go slow, and this is why you look and make sure that it's engaging the thing properly, because this must have just pushed it all the way out and broke the tab off. I'm an idiot. This is how we learn, right? Hopefully you can learn by watching me screw up. Battery's dying. already on the hook for one, right? That's one more. That's what it's supposed to look like. It's raining a bit, but I do want to get those in today, so let's get to it. Same thing. These things go in, and they probably have to get turned. No, those go all the way in. I'm gonna have to look inside to see. Oh shit! Oh no! I can line it up like this. I may be able to squeeze it in. I mean, look, we gotta drop the tank very well, but I'd really rather not. Ooh, you know what? I might be able to do a tactical taping. Let's see if we can grab this with a tactical taping. Oh hell no, I don't think so. Unless we go piece by piece. Now, the next problem is, how do we get a wrench on that? I'm gonna have to drop this tank. This really is the cursed day. Oh shit. The diff is leaking. Maximum effort here. Yeah, I think we're good. There is a little bit of play in that. You better not give me any trouble here. It's coming from the front. Well, it's slightly more comforting, but not really. Unless that's brake fluid. Oh, that might be brake fluid. One quick note, we still didn't fix that up there. But look at that drop of brake fluid. And that is dripping down. I guess it was dripping down onto this. Why does this have brake fluid on it? I may have to check those lines up there too. What fluid is leaking on here? This is dry over here. Dry-ish? No, it's not really dry. Okay. Come around the outside, around the outside. I have to get a regular, non-flared wrench. Okay, guess we'll check these again in a week. I'm gonna have to rerun this, I think. I'm likely gonna have to rerun this over this way. The muffler is gonna be like right here, and the drive shaft is gonna be about right here. So this is a very precarious spot for this. Maybe I can even come up, I don't know. We'll have to figure that out, because this won't work. We're not doing it today. And by the way, this is how I noticed that there was brake fluid leaking. All right, I've gotten my ass kicked today, but I did get all four of these. Well, I got 3 of them permanently mounted. This one's in the right spot. I just have to get a nut for that. This one came out good. One last thing I need to do is I just want to hook up this trickle charger somewhat permanently. So what I need to do is make a little connection for this, waller this out, and then, yeah, we'll see. I might need to get a different one, but I wanted to use a discard. Yep, and that's what I need. It's work hardened. All right, really quickly before the battery dies, I taped this all up so it looks shitty, but I'll tuck it in underneath here like this, and then this will go up to here. Let's see what happens. Okay, here we go. Burn my car down or not. Takes 12 volts. Says it's charging. Hey folks, next day. I'm actually on vacation this week, so getting some car stuff in when I can. Today, I'm gonna be putting the exhaust bolts back in. Yeah, yesterday I got my ass kicked out here. We actually did accomplish something, so that's good. All right, so today, exhaust bolts. I'm gonna put this in time lapse because I've showed this many times before. Let's just get at it, and then maybe we'll do oxygen sensors today. Maybe just put the radiator hoses on or something. Yeah, let's do that. Should I pre-pad these before I hit my leg against it or after? That's it. Both headers are in. Apparently every single brake thing on this car needs to be leaking. And we made the back worse. Alright, let's see what we screwed up yesterday and made worse. This top one is apparently worse. So it concerns me when things get worse when you tighten them. That's not a good sign. I hate brake fluid. Oh yeah, that's definitely leaking up here. I think most of this is from here, actually. Look at this. Oh, holy hell, this is a lot. Did I loosen it? I mean, I'm stupid, but I really hope that's the case. Well, we're definitely gonna have to re-bleed these brakes. That's for damn sure. Alright, I can't get any tighter on that one, so if it... Oh no! Look, there's a leak over there too. This is killing me. This is killing me. This is destroying my spirit. It's not getting any tighter, so if it does need to get tighter, then we're... Alright, we'll see if that helps. If not, then I'm gonna have to buy some new lines and redo this. Let's do a thermostat real quick. I think I have the right parts for this Gen 2 Coyote thermostat. This comes with an O-ring and a thermostat. Okay, maybe it won't go everywhere. Looks basically the same. Couldn't hurt to have a new thermostat in here, right? Although I should have flushed it and had it out. Lower rad hooked up. Okay, that's not gonna work. Let me get a, do I even need a clamp on this? If this needed a clamp, they would have given me one, right? Wait, that actually does work. You should cut these at an angle so the next time you put your hand in here, you slice the hell out of yourself. Ready for coolant. We're not gonna put coolant in, but we're ready for it. This is left. This two is left. I don't really trust this magnet, but I can't find my other one. Oh no. Oh, I got it. Now I'm going to test something out. I found my air conditioning compressor bolts. So I want to see where I can hook these things up and still have stuff fitting. I'm not going to use that AC compressor that I'm going to test fit in here, but I do need to have one kind of in place when I do the speed drive system because it's required. I mean, they have an AC delete too, but I want to have AC eventually. Okay, I have to remove my ground, and I'll have to move that somewhere else. This disgusting thing. Right here. Sorry, you could probably only just see my hand. That's annoying. We're gonna replace this. I think the AC kit actually comes with a new one. This gives me a good place to put a clamp on this though. Alright. So what do we think? Again, I'm not going to use this one. Close these are to the refrigerator, to the header. I don't know how I'm going to get those in, but cool. So we're getting a better idea of where things have to go, what we'll have to do to back off stuff to fit. One other quick thing to notice, this is the plug that turns on the clutch for the air conditioning. One of the 12 volt for this, I'm also going to grab for this black one. If I just tie that into that, and then this into the chassis, whatever controls the air conditioning, then we'll be able to turn this on and the fans on at the same time. That's gonna cut it for today. We made some decent progress. Got this dress up stuff installed, upper and lower rad hoses, fixed some brakes, got the headers put back on, got an air conditioning compressor. We're gonna continue, I guess tomorrow, I'm gonna come back out here, continue working on this. Oh yeah, so tomorrow I'm gonna work on steering and vacuum. See what we can get with that. Forgot I had actually bought rolls of different size vacuum hose. Alright, so I need to connect, this is for the HVAC controls, they run off vacuum. And this one is the fuel pressure regulator. It's not really super necessary, I think, unless you're running boost. See, the problem is this, if I put this here, then the problem I have is that the air conditioning will not fit properly. I could put this here, but again, do I even need this? Why don't we just hook these up directly and see what happens? This, I don't know how I'm going to connect to here though. Ooh, you know what? Maybe I can just use if I do something like this. Let me cut that. Use my tool EGU. Actually, I could come around this way. It would also be nice to have all my vacuum leaks in the same spot. Okay. Now that is sketchy as heck, but we could address this later, I think. It's just a little vacuum, right? This thing is just a little bit too big, is my problem. If it was like half the size, I'm gonna call this good here. I don't really need to hook up this unless I run boost, so I will leave this alone. Also, I was wrong. LMR did include the hardware for these. I do have to look up what to do with these. All right, so I have complained about this in the past. The O2 sensors that they gave me. Okay, you know what? It's not bad. I thought that these were worse because I saw this in the bag, but it doesn't look like there's anything actually on the sensor part, which is good. I thought, well, there's a little bit, just the outside though. These things are very expensive, so kind of want them to not have crap on them. All right, so let's try to install these in the car, and I have extension harnesses for them, and we'll see if we can just route those wires today. Now these are inherently different looking. One is longer than the other. I'm gonna loosely install these in case I need to switch sides, because I have no idea which one is which. Get the extension harnesses and see where we're at with these. You don't really want these going anywhere near the headers. It just occurs to me that I have no idea where that wiring is. Is that it right there? That could be it. Right there. I'm not sure. This might be it. Oh, that's it right there. Alright, that's the O2 sensor. So now let's put the extension down this way. It's unusually close to that header. So now if we can, this is like really long now. So maybe we put the shorter one here. Just don't want this to melt. We can connect them on this side. If anything, we want the extension to melt because these are way cheaper. That's up and it's out of the way. Tuck this wiring up in here. Okay. Alright. And then we can just do a zip tie on this. Okay, that looks good. I have to put a little panel over this or something. All right, let's wire up the other side. Okay, so this is this side. Let's zip tie these together, I think. Okay, there's a little spot here for this Christmas tree, and that could work. So if we can get this across to here without blocking, here's the goal. Kind of don't want it to come that way. How much space do I have between here? Not much. And that's where the clutch cable goes. You know, like this. Up here somewhere. There's no great place to put this on this side. My other concern is that I'm gonna have a bunch of other things coming this way too. Clutch cable, speedo cable, steering shaft. Connect this to the bell housing. Let me see if I can zip tie this up over here somewhere in a way that makes sense. You know what? If that holds, I'll be very surprised. Okay, I'm very not happy with how that turned out. Look at that sketch sheet up there. Hey, if it works. Yep, that's not gonna really hold. I'll have to figure something out there. Maybe I'll put a tab on one of the bell housing bolts or something. Not sure yet. We'll see. All right, I'm gonna call that good there. Maybe we'll move on to the steering shaft here. Snake all the way up. If this thing falls on my face, I'll be very upset. I know this is gonna be difficult. Why won't you go in? Just gotta jiggle it a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Okay, push that all the way up. Just gonna take the bolt out real quick. Now getting this thing over this. How difficult this was. Can we line this up a little bit better maybe? That should be right there. Why'd they make this so tight of a fit? Can maybe do put the upper bolt in maybe so this doesn't fall in my face like I know it's going to. Alright, it took forever, but I finally got it. Took a lot of WD-40. Took a lot of prying. It was just it lived up to the hype of pain that I knew it was going to be. Let's put it that way. Okay, bottom's in. Now, I'm going to try to get this top bolt, and there's no way that I'm going to be able to show you guys what I'm doing there. So, I'm just going to pause this for now. All right, so I have this 11/16 on the top of the steering bolt here, and I'm going to get it from the bottom, and ideally the torque here will hold this in place. If this doesn't work, I could try putting a zip tie around that just to hold that in place. Yeah, this is as bad as it gets here. Try to have friends in the garage with you. This is gonna fall on my face, just so that we're all on the same page here. be able to do this. No, I'm definitely not able to do that. Folks, don't do this, okay? Delete this video immediately. Delete it. All right, I was able to grab it with a 11/16 up there like that, and it jammed up in the corner, so I was able to hit it with the ratchet from the bottom. Now let's see if we can get this ratchet out of here. Okay. All right. I think we're solid with the steering shaft. All right, let's install our temporary steering wheel. This is probably gonna have to come back out again. I intend to get like a stock steering wheel at some point. Stock replacement. Feel bad for whoever's gonna have to align this car. Look at that. Neat temporary steering wheel in place. Oh yeah, nice. Alright, and that's how she's gonna look with all the beauty covers and whatnot on. It's pretty good. Maybe we'll paint these. I don't know. Kind of like the fact that it's got its like prison tattoo up here. When we add coolant and test this out, I'm gonna have to take this off though so I can reach this, make sure it doesn't leak. Cool. So honestly, the only thing left so the next time we start this engine, I will have to have the transmission installed, coolant added, and an alternator wire hooked up. That's it. And for Kev, I fixed this. This has really been bugging me. I don't even know what was going on here with this. I swear to you, I didn't do this. So just temporarily zip tying these together, just in case they decide they want to come loose. So those should be solidly in there. I don't know if the camera caught it, but I just put the ground up to here for now. Bolt goes right into the block, so we should be good for that. And this is temporary though, so I just wanted to hold this up. I'm gonna put one of those rubber clamps on here to hold this in place, and then do another one probably off of one of these studs here, and then that'll keep this nice and flat. That'll do for now. Next, I guess I'll put a temporary alternator wire in here, because after I get the transmission in, I want to idle this motor and make sure that the coolant burps, doesn't leak, whatever. What we'll do is this. I'm going to re-crimp one of these because this is a 1 gauge crimp, and this is 4 gauge wire. 4 3/8. So since this is temporary, I'm going to just finish this end, the absolute end on it, and then we'll pull it in like Homer Simpson for now until we move the alternator to its correct location. Do I want aluminum Nah, you know what? I'm not gonna loom this because we might end up running thicker cable. All right, let's see if we can get this through. There's a little hole at the bottom. How the hell did I fit my arm up in here? Make sure you undo your negative battery terminal. There we go. Okay. Now we can pull the excess up through here. The battery and the alternator on this side. This fuse protects this fuse box, and that protects the computer. I still have to tuck this up, which means moving some of that stuff around, but I'll probably do that in a part 2. Might have to actually extend the throttle wires. For now, this is fine though. All right, so like I've been saying 1,000 times already, I'm gonna redo this because the alternator is not in its final location. So what I'm gonna do is, for now, I'm gonna come across the front of the car here. And we are gonna loom this when we do the final installation, at least back up to there. All right, so the green ones are temporary zip ties. This is just to keep this from getting down into the header. I randomly had purchased a bag of nuts, and this one fits perfectly. They're M8. All right, alternator is now temporarily hooked up. We've got this atrocity going on here. I'll pin this up somewhere here before we actually take a trip, but that's not gonna be for a while. Cool. What else do we have to do under the hood here? I think that's it. The only reason why I won't put the wiper motor back in now is because it's gonna come up this way and it's gonna get in the way of doing the Hydro Boost. So that can definitely wait, but we will do it. I do want wipers. So I guess until I come up with the next $3,500 for this project, most of the videos are gonna be restoration focused. I might like skip the order and do like brakes, not brakes, the bumpers, the doors. I really am loath to do another door episode, but who knows, maybe it'll be okay. Maybe we'll be fine. Let's plug this back in. All right, let's wrap this one up, I guess. Made a ton of progress in this video. I want to apologize because it was probably like an hour long, but I did say I was gonna make longer videos on longer time scales and just do more stuff. Yeah, hope it was interesting. If you like this video or have any questions, hit the like button, drop me a comment, subscribe if you want. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Such a cursed day, and it's mine. A cursed day of my life. Am I an idiot? Don't answer that. Dude. Losing enthusiasm here. Build a Mustang, they say. It'll be fun, they say. Screwdriver. Who's got the screwdriver? Can you see where the socket fell in my face? I just need you to open up a little bit. My God, this is tight. That's what she said. Or he, I guess. Oh no, there's a surprise. Yikes. The threads on this thing, Jesus. Meep, meep.